Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, art and journal videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. Commenting, liking, and sharing this on your favorite platform does help my channel grow and would be truly appreciated. All right, so as I do when I remember in these videos, I will put a timestamp in both the description box as well as the pinned comment on when the actual planning begins. I do like to do shout outs in the beginning of these videos because it makes me happy, and I like responding and replying back to all of my planner friends here in the community. It is quite a long listing, so this is going to be a minute. It is in regards to this spread right here that we are finishing up the week on. It is currently Thursday the 30th. I already wrote some things in for tomorrow and for Saturday because I do know either what I want to do or what I need to get done, and Sunday is a open day for me right now. And so we're going to start off with Wanda the fam. Hey, sweetie. And you're right, Bucky's face when I zoomed in. I mean, his expression never changes, and yet it always seems to say something different. Hello, Kathleen and TJ. How you guys doing? And Kathleen had called this Garden in a Hurricane. Oh, and with that, so Hurricane Douglas just hovered above the island chain, brought in a little bit of wind and surf. There's a little bit of damage, I think, on Maui, on more of the harbor coastal areas, but it never made landfall. And so, I mean, not to make light of it, but it was the storm that never happened. I mean, that Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday, I think we got a little bit of rain, like early Sunday morning. There wasn't really any wind or anything. Actually, in the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's more wind and more rain than there was in the weekend when the hurricane was supposed to hit. So thankfully we got through it. We're all good here. I'll skip because Colleen from New Jersey, hey sweetie, had asked if it was early, but here in Hawaii, hurricane season actually runs from May through November. So no, it's not early. And I think it's the actual first one that's come this close, because I think they're floating around the Pacific all the time, but sometimes they veer off north, sometimes they veer off south, because we're pretty much smack dab in the middle of the Pacific. It needs a lot to get to us, so yeah, but I'll come back to Colleen in a little bit. Iris N. She had called this the spread brought to you by Hurricane Joe. And honestly, some of these things made me laugh so much because, it looks like there were just stickers floating around. Hurricane came by and just kind of did that. Kimberly M. called this things that Heather Kell would never say, and a few of my not so favorite things. And if you watch that video, you know why she said that. And Kimberly, I'm sorry about the coffee. I don't know if I should put, please don't spit your coffee out, because apparently that happens to quite a few of you. But then I never know when I'm going to say things that are going to make you spit. So this should just be assumed that you're going to be spitting something in part of this video. Yeah. That seems cool. Marion RV70, she was listening in the car, and she hasn't been doing that for a while because she's been working from home. So for me, it always makes me think it's more of a podcast than a video, which just tickles me. She called this Canes and Clipboard, and Canes is just a shorter version of Hurricanes. I love that. Hey, Miss Bluebonnet. Tanya with an A had so many different names. She thought this could be called Hurricane Hurl, things Heather wouldn't say, so ugly it's cute. Ugly? Flowers don't help. That's science right there. She's right. Flowers don't help. Anna M. called this stripper-related things. Now, I actually didn't mention anything, at least from what I can recall. It was like a week ago that there was anything mentioned about strippers. However, in Andy's comment, she did remind me that I had thought, oh, you didn't think this could be stripper related? Well, I mean, don't they look like booby tassels? So when I read that, I'm like, oh, uh-huh. I'm going to make a name for myself here on YouTube as the stripper related planner channel brought to you by JoJo's Hannah. Seems to be a marketing ploy. Susan T called this florist in a hurricane. That just inspires so much imagery. I love that. And she did say that yes, A.A. Milne, that sounds like kiln, the thing that you fire the pottery in, is the writer of Winnie the Pooh, and that for her, 2020 has made Eeyore her spirit animal. And I felt that. When I read that, I felt that in like, yes. If you didn't know, that was my impression of Eeyore. Yeah. Hi, Miss Katie S. And thank you for the comment that you left. I love that sticker made you think of me. It actually made me cry a little bit because it was such a nice sentiment. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. I mean, I get the spitting out the coffee. We talk about stripper stuff and booby tassels. And then that quote, I'm like, oh, wow, okay, wow. But thank you. Thank you for writing that. That really did make my day. At Susie's Cottage called this a riot of hurricane. No, did that wrong. A riot of color hurricane style. And actually, yeah, I think we've represented the rainbow here. The rainbow was ugly. I mentioned Andy. She's from It's a Reading Thing. She had laughed at the booby tassels. And who can't? I mean, you can't hear the word booby. And I have them, so it's not like I'm, foreign to the concept, but you can't hear that word and not laugh. At least I can't. But she had called this fugly florals. Budgeting D had called this you're so ugly, you're adorable. Oh, sweetie. Debbie from Plan to Repeat called this Christmas in July Part 2, winner of the Ugly Sweater Contest. And I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that hard. Hey, Miss Urelli. And she recently started a YouTube channel. I'm going to link her down with all of the hosts, the fleet, the command center of planners in the description box below. Go ahead and check her out. Luann, this is going to go up on August 1st. Oh, no, we don't do that here because it's bad luck. So happy August 2nd, my dear. I hope you have a wonderful day. And she had called this Creative Chaos. Erin S. called this Hurricane Hangover. And that made me think that she thought that, I did have two big grande cups of vodka when I was doing this. And honestly, I didn't, but maybe I should have. Maybe I should actually drink before I do these videos, and it'll help. Or not. Hi, Miss Tanya with an O. Annette, you are actually really right. When I finished the video, I just was all about the hate and this is bleh and I'm going to hate this week. And then as I was coming into it, I'm like, that's actually not that bad. It's not that bad for me. So yeah, you're right. It did grow on me. Creative Grandma 757. Hello. Hello, Jeriana. Hope you're doing well. I hope that Hurricane Gonzalo missed you and yours. I hope it was like Douglas and like, nope, peace out. So I'm hoping you're doing well. Kay Kelly called this Hurricane Hurl, as well as Tanya with an A. I knew I had seen it somewhere else. Angela I called this Hurricane in Disguise. And Colleen from New Jersey, she called this Hurricane Cocktail. Maybe I really should drink, although I think we only have like rum. Okay, so if I did rum shots, yeah, I don't think this would be any better. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, because I'm not a good drunk. It's been years and years since I've drank socially, and alcohol makes me hot, right? I live in Hawaii, and then being hot on top of being hot, it just makes me angry. It makes me just angry, grumpy. I'm not fun when I'm hot. So yeah, we're gonna skip the alcohol on this channel for now. Maybe if I crank up the AC, it'll be okay. I already did finish this page because I will be migrating this out. And guys, guess what? It is Nichi Saturday, where every Saturday I join Jasmine and Miranda here on YouTube, where we work in our Skinny Classic, Happynichi, Nichi, Happy Bullet Journal, all the Nichis. Now, because we are starting a new month, I did take this out. This was gifted to me by my friends, both Kelly and Dee. And I wanted to point out the reason why I always mention them and why I take from certain sections. When I was doing my social media and business planning, I've fallen off of that. I would take from Dee's section. Any of the Nichi Saturday videos, I would take from Kelly's section. There are very few months that you can see a difference, but let me take this out. The one that Kelly sent me was the Hobby Lobby version. The one that Dee sent me is just the regular version. And you can tell there were, I think, only one or two where they did this, where it was changed to be a little bit more conservative because Hobby Lobby is a Christian or something based company. And so I always found that interesting, and I don't know that I would have noticed had I not had them side by side. So for at least this first week, we're going to use the first week here. I do plan to cover this up. Sometimes I'm cool with the wrong run girls. Lately I haven't been. This is one of those times I'm not. So that will be a different video, but I do want to get the pages out. And so I'll be covering up that, although I might keep the quote. That actually is cool, especially for Nichi Saturdays. And then I'll figure out what to do there. But this is the week that we're going to be working on. Now, in the shout outs, I told you to remember what Debbie had said. So she called this Christmas in July, winner of the ugly sweater contest. And you know what, guys? We're going to lean into that. I was thinking, oh, that'd be a great concept for December, but that's like months away. Like math. But I'm like, I really want to lean into that, right? Because it seems to be the antithesis of everything that you see in the planner community who is looking for beauty and perfection and Instagram worthy and Pinterest worthy. And we are going to lean into how ugly can we make this? Now, if you're new here, you're probably wondering why I'm laughing. It's because there's a 50-50 chance at any given time when I'm doing these videos that it's going to be super cute or super ugly or a combination therein. If you're a veteran here, you're probably like, wait, you haven't been doing the ugly sweater method? Oh, okay. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, because I want this to be ugly, with ugly sweaters, if you're not from the US, during the holiday times, and if I can find some pictures online, I'll post them while I'm talking about this. People in the last few years have started wearing these really outlandish, heavily decorated sweaters usually around Christmas time. So they've got tinsel and they've Christmas trees and felt and pom-poms and just all sorts of things. And people really lean into that concept. I live in Hawaii. I have never attended an ugly sweater party because it's hot here. Even in December, when it gets into the freezing temperatures of the high 50s, low 60s, I'm not putting on a sweater. I'm just not putting on as much clothes. Okay, that sounded weird. I always wear the same amount of clothes. Sorry. Okay, we're going weird with that. I'm just saying it's never sweater weather here in Hawaii, ever. At least not where I live. And so I am completely enamored of the concept of how much can we lean into this for this week. And depending on how this makes me feel when we're done with it, we might make this Ugly Sweater Month. August might be the official Ugly Sweater Month here on my channel, or forever on my channel. I don't know. I'm intrigued. All right, so I did pull out some sticker books specifically because I do have something in mind. This one I showed you last week. It's the watercolor. This is one of the original ones. It was done in 2016. The Glam Girl sticker book, I believe, was gifted to me by my friend Val. Nope, I didn't write in here, but I'm pretty sure she gifted that to me. And this was from 2019, so I think a later part of last year. And then I had picked this up, I think the early part of 2019, and this is the mini socialite. Now, usually I like to start with the functional and work my way to the decorative, but I think in order to make this ugly sweater concept work, we're gonna need to work the other way, at least in my mind. Now, let me white out these dates because I do have the date stickers from Lux Clever Crafts that I can use. And so I just want to give myself as much blank space as possible. Okay, so I think first of all, we're going to pull this out, and it's because I want to incorporate some gold. I want to incorporate some of the more sparkly elements, and I think I want to incorporate that, but we'll see. And there's going to be a lot of layering going on. There's no pre-plan. I kind of know what I want to use, and I don't know how it's going to turn out. And I think that's kind of how this is going to go. So we'll put that down there. Put some of these down. Again, we're going to be building up. And I don't want to say that these stickers are ugly. They're not. They're cute. But I think at the end of this, if what I can imagine actually happens, it will be over the top outrageous. See, now I botched myself, because what about if it turns out beautiful? And clearly I just have issues. Well, that's the thing. Anyway. But we're going to put some of these down. And I want to make this a little bit bigger, like that one, because I think that's the only one like that that I have. And I want to put this Hello Gorgeous, if only to hopefully make it ironic. I think I'm using that word correctly. So we'll put this down here, because hopefully it isn't. I know that sounds weird to say about a planner spread, but I'm really hoping this just turns out so bad it makes your eyes hurt. That's what I'm going for. I'm really shooting for that. Now, I'm hoping this is the right one. Oh, I don't think it is, because it was one of the ones I used last week. No, I used this last week. Nope, it wasn't this one. I think I had taken this out, but I remember it was this one because of the flowers. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'm getting my videos mixed up. I did use this one. I think I used this one, but this one I just did in the decorative versus functional video, because that's where I use the flowers. Okay, all right, well, there's nothing you can do about brain capacity. But anyway, the one I want to use in here are these. Okay, and you can't tell me that these flamingos, which I already have issues with, are not giving me side eye. I mean, seriously, they're giving me all kinds of attitude like, oh, you think that ugly sweater concept is new? Seriously? Have you seen your channel? Oh my God. Yeah, no, they're totally giving me attitude, and I don't know that I appreciate it. They're not wrong. I mean, okay, let's be honest, but still, shush. Some more over here, because Lord knows I am not a fan of these birds. I know people think of flamingos as tropical, and I always have to make the distinction that tropical Florida and tropical Hawaii are two different things. We don't have flamingos here, although I think they might be at the zoo. Zoos smell. I haven't been to a zoo in years, but I'm pretty sure we have flamingos there. I know we have ostriches, which is almost like a flamingo. Actually, it's nothing like a flamingo, but still, whatever. I did learn in one of my other videos where I was talking about my dislike for flamingos is they are pink because they eat a ton of shrimp. And that's your fun fact for the day. I mean, I had nowhere else to go with that. Nowhere at all. Okay, so we aren't making this ugly enough. So we're gonna do some things with the pineapples here, where we're gonna have it come out sort of like a halo effect. And I am also very aware that I still need to make this functional. But, you know, we'll get to that bridge when we get to that bridge. And I'm really lazy and I don't want to have to punch out over that right there. So we're gonna just do some really bad surgery. I mean, honestly, that kind of is part of our theme, right? So we're gonna do some more pineapples. We'll have that come out like that. And then we'll have it come out like that. Yeah, total side eye. And I don't know if you're girl flamingos or boy flamingos. I imagine all flamingos are pink. Because I know peacocks and peahens, the peahens aren't as flamboyant as the peacocks. So maybe boy flamingos are just birds. I don't know. Again, I don't like flamingos. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to declare it. I'm going to own it. I don't like them. All of the stickers that I've seen, they've been giving me side eye. So, yeah, whatever. Okay. So we've got that. I still don't think we're there, guys. I still think this could be more horrible. This is actually not that bad. For me. Okay. Oh, I'm going to rip this page off so that I don't forget it. Okay, I'm going to rip this one out. And there was another one, this one, that was colorful. Okay. Now let's go to this one. And let's see if we can add some of those gold lips. I don't know where else I would use this because I don't mind so much these. Although I don't know if it's because of my coloring or because I've always worked in higher ed and it tends to be a little bit more conservative by way of dress code. I would never wear these colors. I think I could, well no, I could totally get away with that color. This kind of darker salmon-y, I could, but I would never even try these on just because that doesn't usually fit dress code. But let's see how these lips look. Oh, flamingos and gold lips. Okay, and I don't know if you're thinking it, but I don't know why, guys. And if you're from Florida, I apologize, but I don't know why flamingos and gold lips makes me think of strippers. I don't know. I really don't know, but it does. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're from Florida and that is offensive, or if you're not from Florida and that's offensive. I'm sorry. That's exactly what I was thinking just now. I'm like, why? I mean, I already get the Florida vibes with the flamingos, but I get the Florida stripper vibes with the gold lips. I'm sorry. Sorry. And we'll do there. I'm not mad at it. What other kind of things can we find in this one? All right, now you know how I feel about the little stickers because they hurt my hands, but I think these are too perfect not to put on. And so we're gonna put some palm trees on here because why not? Got my hair all over everything. So let me put those down because this is gonna be tedious and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so I put down the palm trees. I don't know if you can see him. I don't know if he's on camera or not, but Bucky is laying on his side like this and I know that he's not sleeping. He's like, I can't with this woman. I can't, what? Oh my God. So let me add some more color and some more gold up here. And we're gonna bring this over here. Okay, and I think we'll put that pink one. And we'll do, I don't want to cover up the gold. That would kind of defeat it. So we'll bring that down like that. It's just a little too long. Okay. And I still don't think there's enough on the page, but I think we need to put the functional down and then we can gauge where we're going to put some other things. So I think we'll go back to this one. And I know I was looking at those long boxes. Okay, so we're going to use this one, but it doesn't have enough. So I think I'm going to cut off this one. And that will give us Monday through Friday. If you are new here, I don't actually tend to write a lot in here, so this will definitely be more than enough space. We'll do some off-centering just so that we can keep that in focus. I don't need that one. And then on this side, I think we'll use this one here, and this will be for Saturday and Sunday. Let me go ahead and date this. And I'll put the dates down again from Lux Clever Crafts. Well, no, the dates will be from this sticker book, and the days will be from Lux Clever Crafts. When I'm done with that, I'll bring you guys back. All right, so let's incorporate some of these. Now I do need to keep this so that I can write on it, so I won't be putting any layers of this on there, but I think we can do layers like that. Again, I'm too lazy to punch through this, so I am gonna, or maybe I won't have a choice. right there. And put that right there. We'll bring some of this over here on the pineapples. I mean, because it's transparent, it's just really about the dots. And the Hello Gorgeous. No, maybe we should put up here. Okay, so sheet done, yay. And then we've got this gold sheet. And we'll just bring some of this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And there. Oh, flamingos. Gonna jazz you up like that. That's pretty. And right there. We're gonna use the whole sheet. Why not? Guys. And to be honest, it still feels a bit muted. I know that's bizarre because holy macaroni. I love the gold and the glitter. I love the flamingos. I hate the flamingos. And the gold lips and the pineapples. This was from that same one as the palm trees, and so I just added some of those, more just because I wanted to bring up more color. I put the bows that was also from this sheet on there, so they look super fancy, and they're like, ugh. I didn't think you could make it worse, and thank you for proving me wrong. But I love this, and I think it's because it really was about playing and layering and just really leaning into having fun. I think I might do this all month. I mean, certainly not with flamingos because I think I've used them all. But just going to town and seeing, okay, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call this ugly. I certainly wouldn't call this cute. It's like Mardi Gras in Florida had a baby. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting for that. And I'm not mad at it. I'm certainly not mad at it. It's just, yeah. You wouldn't see this as a proud thumbnail. Well, except here. But you wouldn't see this as a proud thumbnail on any planner channel, on any Instagram page or Pinterest. Now I'm going to like, look what I did. Look, that was me. Put my name on it. Yay. All right, guys, I'd love to know what you think of this. What would you call this spread here? Now, if you want to participate, and it's not even a challenge because, you know, you want to, you don't do, that's up to you. But if you want to do an ugly sweater spread, the us spread, I think that's very, very pertinent. But the us spread, if you can tag me on Instagram, I'd love to see it. My Instagram is down below. You can tag me on Facebook. I do have both my Facebook page as well as my personal page down in the description box, but I'm not on Facebook. There's too much drama and nonsense on there these days. If you have a YouTube channel, I think you can @ me at JoJo's Ohana, and I should be able to see it. I actually don't know how that works, but I mean, I think it's a fun concept, and I really did enjoy just playing with you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and from Bucky and I, as always, aloha.